Hi, I'm Ash.
I'm Dave.
And we're the co-founders of Dash Yoga. And as an introduction to our YouTube channel, we're going to be hosting a 28-day yoga challenge. We're going to be giving away a lot of prizes, including yoga accessories and apparel, free private Zoom classes with us, and our grand prize is an inversion chair valued at $150, and there's going to be so much more.
Here's how you can win. Each day we'll be releasing a quick video on our YouTube channel. Do the class, like the video, comment below that you've completed the class, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Every class that you complete, gives you one additional entry into the contest. If you're a Dash Yoga member, each class you complete counts as 2 entries.
Good luck everybody, and we'll see you on the mat.
Welcome to day 1 of our 28-day challenge. My name's David. Let's get started. We're gonna start off in a comfortable seated position. Rest the hands onto the knees. Sit up nice and straight as you close your eyes. You can move your body around so you can find the right alignment in your seated position. Once you've arrived to that point, just bring your awareness and attention inwards. Use the breath as a tool to keep that connection and keep that concentration and focus. See if you can bring that intention forward into your practice. And regardless of the challenge, always keeping your breath as priority number 1. We're just going to take 5 deep breaths here. Good, go and open your eyes. And let's roll forward into our tabletop position, coming onto all fours. Start off with your fingertips pointing towards your knees. Cat and cow stretch. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. You can just take it at your own pace, moving with the breath. Try to keep the inhales and exhales even. Good, finishing up your last round, turn the fingertips forward again. We're gonna continue with our cat and cow, but we're just gonna switch the breath. So this time on the inhale, you're gonna round your spine, tuck your chin in. Exhale, arch the spine, gaze up. Good, come into a neutral position. From here, you're gonna drop your elbows to the floor. And then as you lift your elbows back up, straighten out the arms, shift the shoulders past the wrists, lift the feet off the ground, and then shift back, elbows to the mat. And just take it at your own pace, moving forward and back. Good. Next time you come back to tabletop, we're going to turn the fingertips out and shift side to side. And then back to center. We're going to come into our puppy dog stretch. Walk your hands forward. Start to dip your chest down towards the ground. If you can, making contact with the ground with your chest, maybe bringing the chin towards your mat, looking between the hands. Keeping your hips over the knees. And then slide forward into your Sphinx pose. So you're gonna stay on the forearms, lower the hips down to the floor, start to lift your chest, roll the shoulders back. And then bring your chin towards your right shoulder, feeling the stretch to the left side of your neck. And then looking over your left shoulder. And we're gonna bend the left leg. Reach back with your left hand. Grab a hold of your foot. Draw your heel towards the body. Try to turn your chest forward. For those who want a deeper variation, press into your right hand. Lift the right elbow up. One more deep breath here. And then lower down. Good. Switching sides. Bend the right leg. Right hand grabs a hold of the foot. Draw the heel towards the body. Stay here or lift the left elbow up. Keep the chest facing the front of your mat. One more deep breath. And then releasing. Good. Now we're going to bend both legs. Reach back with your hands. Grab a hold of your ankles or your feet. Inhale, you're going to lift your chest, lift your thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once more. This time we're going to hold. Inhale, lift. Good, and release. Place your hands beside your chest or your ribs, nice and close to the body. Press into the hands. Inhale to cobra, and then exhale, lower back onto your belly and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. You're gonna separate your feet a little wider apart. And then coming into your child's pose, connect your toes together, shift the hips towards your heels. We're gonna move into our scorpion. Inhale, shift forward, lowering your hips as close to the floor as you can. Bring your feet towards your head and then draw your head back. Good, exhale, coming into your child's pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, coming forward. So we're gonna hold the position. If it's too much on your back, tuck the chin into your chest. Good, and then we're gonna come into tabletop position. Let's circle the spine over to the right side, drawing circles. And then we're gonna take in the opposite direction. Good, coming into our hovering tabletop. So curl the toes under. You're gonna lift the knees off the ground. Engage your legs. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Try to lift your chest as high as you can by pressing through the arms. And then activate the core. Good, downward facing dog. Lift the legs, lift the hips. Inhale, lift both heels off the ground. Start to lower your hips towards the ground. As you do so, lift your chest, and then if you can, lift your gaze to the ceiling. So you're gonna stay on your toe mounts. Exhale, downward dog, lift the hips up. Inhale, lift the heels, shift forward, lower the hips, lift the chest, and take your gaze over the right shoulder. Good, back to downward dog, lift the hips. Once more, lift the heels, lower the hips, lift your chest, take your gaze over the left shoulder. Downward dog, lift the hips. We're gonna come into our downward dog twist. Shorten your stance, take your right hand, grab the outside of your left ankle. If you wanna go a little deeper, slide your hands under your foot, palm faces up. Press your heels down, try to keep balance weight through both feet. Full extension in the left arm as you look under your left armpit. Good, release your right hand down, vinyasa. Shift forward to plank, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward back to plank. And then we're going to just dip the hips side to side. Okay, so you want to drop to the heels, drop the hips. Keep pressing to your hands as you do so. Go for another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift the hips back to downward dog, and then take your downward dog twist in the opposite direction. Good. And then release your hand. Walk your hands back towards your feet. You can grab the big toes with your index and middle finger. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the arms to the sides. Relax the shoulders and neck. Think about engaging your thighs, lifting the hips. And then using your arm strength to draw your chest a little closer to the legs. Good. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Place your hands onto your hips and then lift yourself all the way to standing. Bring your feet to touch. You're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace the hands around your right knee. Arms are straight, so your right knee is pushing into the hand. Point the right toes down and then slowly begin to lift your gaze up. Just gradual movement of the gaze. And then deepening your pose by deepening the arch, going into your back bend. Good, and then slowly returning your gaze towards the ground. Look to the top of your mat. You're going to step your right foot forward. High lunge. Inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to do a side bend. So right hand grabs your left wrist, lean to the right side. Bring your palms together and then set your left elbow onto the right thigh in your twist. Push the palms and try to lift your chest a little higher. Keep the back leg straight. Press your left heel away from the right heel. Good. Side angle pose. The right hand's going to come to the outer edge of your right foot. Spin your left heel down. Reach the left arm over your head. And then we're going to come into surfer's lunge on the left. So start to walk your hands towards the back of your mat again. Point your left toes back, squat down, and then lower the hips towards the floor. If the bind is available, you can wrap your left arm in front of your knee. If you can't bind, you just keep that arm in front and then reach the right arm up. In terms of foot position, you can either flex the foot or see if you can floint your feet. So it's kind of halfway in between your flex and your point. Good. Release your hands. Sweep the right hand to the right of your leg. And then you're going to come into your wild thing position. So the right leg is going to stay straight. The left leg stays bent. Lift the left heel. Press your hips up. And then coming back into your surfer's lunge. You can use your hands to crawl towards the front of your mat by bending in the right knee, or hands free, bend into the right knee. So you have like a warrior 2 stance here. Walk your hands over the top left corner of your mat. Come onto the fingertips and then drop the chest towards the mat. Good. Lift your head. Left hand's going to grab your right ankle. Okay, you're going to take your back heel off the ground, drop your left elbow to the floor, and then reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. In your modified dragonfly twist, keeping that right arm straight, pull the right arm as far back as you can. Try to keep it around shoulder level. So you're not bringing it towards the hips. Good. Right hand comes onto the right thigh. Spin your heel back to the floor. Push yourself up. And we're coming to our side angle variation. So right forearm comes onto your knee. Left arm over the head. And you look towards your left fingertips. Now, keeping your left arm over the head, you're gonna get lighter in your right elbow, and then extend it forward, framing your head. Good, coming to warrior two. Keep your stance, pull the left arm back. Then you're gonna place your left hand onto your left thigh, reach the right fingertips over the head. Revolved half moon. Cartwheel the left hand onto the floor, try to bring it in front of your right foot, just over to the left side for balance. Pick the left leg up. Make sure that left leg is fully engaged. Reach the right arm up. If you have a balance here, start to slowly lift your gaze towards the right hand. Good, look towards the floor. You're gonna bend the right knee and then drop your left knee behind the right heel. Lift yourself up. We're gonna take our twist again, palms together, elbow to the thigh, option one. Option two, left hand comes to the floor, right arm wraps behind your back. Good, look back to the floor. So now you can stay in this bind a little longer, or for those who practice arm balance, bring your hands over to the right, and then you're gonna lift yourself up. Okay, keeping the legs bent. And then land the legs back down. Good, hands come to the front of your mat, standing splits, lift the left leg up. You're folding over your leg. This is gonna be option one. If you feel secure in your balance, right hand can grab your ankle. Or if you'd like, you're gonna interlace both hands behind your back and draw the arms over the head. Slight bend in the knee initially to find that balance, and then you can work to straighten out the leg and then come deeper into your forward fold. Okay, release your hands down. So you can hop back, vinyasa, or if you practice handstand, maybe a few kick-ups, or maybe finding your balance in your handstand. Good, those in handstands, cycle through vinyasa. And then let's start walking the hands back to your feet. This time, instead of grabbing the big toes, we're gonna slide the hands under the feet. Gorilla pose, palms face to the feet, toes touching your wrists. You're gonna bend the arms, fold over the legs. Good, inhale, lift your chest up, release your hands, and then come all the way to standing. Okay, so we're switching sides now. Shift over to your right foot. Pick your left knee up, interlace the hands around the knee. Push the knee into the arms so you can straighten out the arms. You wanna lean your chest slightly back. Point the left toes down, lift your chest, and then take your gaze up. Good, return your gaze back to the mat. Look to the front of your mat. You're gonna step forward into your high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Taking your side bend, left hand grabs your right wrist, lean to the left side. Good, bring your palms together, take your twists. Right elbow comes on top of your left thigh, push into your palms. Good, from here we're going to transfer it into our side angle pose. Left hand drops the outside of your foot, reach the right arm over your head. Look towards the right hand. And then taking our surfer's lunge to the right. So you're going to bend into the right knee, pivot your right toe so it aims backwards, squatting down. Okay, if you combine, either extend the arms or interlace the hands. Turning the chest towards your left foot. Try to remember that foot position you had before. Good. As you release the bind, we're coming into our wild thing. So left hand's going to go behind. Lift the hips. Lift the right heel. Left leg's going to stay straight. Right leg stays bent. Coming back into your surfer's lunge, try to push off your left hand and come back into balance. You're going to bend into your left knee. Walk your fingertips over the top right corner of your mat. Start to dip your chest towards your mat. Look between your legs. Again, moving into a modified dragonfly twist. Right hand grabs your left ankle. Drop the right elbow. Back heel comes off the mat and reach your left arm up. That arm's going to stay straight. Just pull it all the way back. Left hand's going to come onto your left knee. We're going to come back to our side angle pose. You're going to spin the back heel down. Bring your left forearm onto the knee. Use that to support, and then reach the right arm over the head. Good, moving into a more challenging variation. You're going to start to lessen the weight on your left arm. Extend that arm, frame your head. Warrior two, open up the arms, stacking the shoulders over the hip. And then moving into exalted warrior. Right hand slides down the right leg, reaching your left arm over top. Revolved half moon. You're going to windshield wipe your, not windshield wipe, but cartwheel your right hand down towards the mat, lift the right leg, and then left arm reaches up, keeping both thighs engaged. Once again, if you're balanced, lift that gaze up to the hand. Moving into our thinker's pose, bend the left knee, drop your right knee behind the left heel. Do a little crossing of the legs. If that throws you off balance, maybe create a little bit more space by moving the knee back. Bring the palms together and then rest your right elbow onto your thigh. You can stay here, or if you can get your armpit pretty much on your thigh, the right hand to the floor, left arm behind the back, and gazing over your left shoulder. Try to squeeze that arm and knee together to allow you to go a little deeper in your twist. Good, look to the floor. You can stay here or take your arm balance. You want to bring your hands kind of almost perpendicular to where your knee is pointing. Okay, shift into it and then lift the legs. If you can't lift the legs, just keep one foot down, just lift one leg. Good. Arm balance, people, coming back down. Standing splits, hands come forward, pick the right leg up. And then begin to fold over the leg. If you have that balance, one hand can go behind the ankle. Use that to draw your chest closer. Or you can reach the hands over behind your back and then interlace the hands. Good, release the hands to the ground. Once again, step back vinyasa, hop back, or practice your handstand kick-ups. Maybe going into your handstand. Those in handstands, jump back, vinyasa. Good, we're gonna shift forward to plank. Lower your stomach all the way down to the ground. Keep your hands beside your chest. On the inhale, start to lift your chest, lift the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then start to lift the feet off the floor. Good, lower your chest down. Let's walk the fingertips off the mat. Inhale, we're gonna lift halfway up, so keep the arms bent. And then lower down. Okay, this time we're gonna aim for full extension of the arms. Inhale, straighten out the arms. and then lower all the way back down. Interlace both hands behind your back, make a fist. Start to lift your chest, lift the arms. And then we're gonna bend the right leg, thread your right foot in between the hands. Okay, half bow. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your thighs. Keep your back leg engaged. Good, lower the right knee down. So you're gonna keep the right leg bent. Just draw your left arm out to the side around shoulder level. Right hand beside your chest. And then step your right foot over the left leg. So that right leg is gonna stay bent. If you wanna deepen the stretch, push into the right hand. You should feel this in the inside of your shoulders. If you wanna go a little deeper, you can bend the left leg as well. And allow your knees to drop towards your straight arm. Okay, with the right arm, either wrap it behind your back or interlace your hands, make a fist. Good, roll back onto your stomach. And then once again, we're gonna interlace the hands behind the back. Lift the chest, and then lift the feet. Bend the left leg, thread it in between the hands, kick into your hands, lift your thighs, lift the chest. Try not to crunch your shoulders into your ears, think about lengthening the neck. Good, lower down. Right arm is gonna go beside the right shoulder. Left hand beside your chest, step your left foot over top. And then moving into your variations, if you're taking it, bend the right leg, place it down so it's mirroring the left. Left arm wraps behind your back or interlace the hands. Good. Lower your chest back towards the floor and place your hands beside your chest. We're going to straighten up the arms. We're going to do little circles here. Bend the elbows, circle yourself over to the right. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Good. Switch in the reverse direction. Over to the left. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Moving into child's pose. Separate your knees. Toes touch, hips to heels. Full deep breaths here. Good. Walk your hands over towards the right. And you're going to rest your ear onto your left shoulder. Pick your right arm up and then aim the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Get your right hand down, walk your hands over to the left side. As far left as you can. Rest your ear onto the right shoulder, and then reach your left arm up. And release, hands back to center. Lift yourself up, and then let's swing the legs forward into a seated position. We're gonna straighten out the legs. You're gonna grab a hold of your feet and then take your forward fold, dropping the chest. Slowing the breathing down. Good, inhale, lift your chest up and lie all the way onto your back. Happy baby pose, grab on the outside edge of your feet. Trying to connect your lower back and sacrum to the mat so you can rock side to side, or maybe just holding it still, using the weight of gravity in your hands to bring the knees closer towards the body and the floor. Straddle splits, pull your feet apart. If you want, you can slide your hands to the inside of your feet, adding additional weight. And then release the arms, release your legs. Let's take our final Shavasana. Palms face up, toes turned out. We're gonna do 5 more deep conscious breaths, just moving at your own pace. Once you've completed your 5 breaths, just letting go and surrendering the control of your breathing. And just tune into your awareness as you either scan your body, observe your breath. Good, start deep in your breath. Wiggle the fingertips and toes, reawaken the body. And then bring your legs together. Reach the arms over your head. Take a deep inhale in. Think about lengthening through the body. And then deep exhale, release. Good, bring both knees into your chest. Bring your hands onto your shins. Gentle rocks up and down along the spine. And then finally generating enough momentum to rock to seated. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your palms together. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.